what? I'm Vlady and this video will show you how to prepare the scenarios of each animation scene. Sounds easy, but it's a mess. Keep looking. We need to separate into different models each scene that we are going to prepare in the scene. It's not easy. Well, in this video, we will talk a little bit about the planning of our scenes. One of the things I did was, in After Effects, that will be the compositor of our project. And I started to separate the project into scenes. I have a scene 1 here, the first bullet scene, other scenes, one more bullet scene, and so on. This helps us understand the dynamics of the projects we are developing. Look, I will attempt to this first scene. That is a mix of these two sequences that I produced in the initial studios. This is a scene that has a camera on the left side. But I wish I had the first finishing on the slide. Look, I did the editing with this freezed image. I had to do some time marks. These time marks will help me put the light on this other scene. To understand the time marks, I can work with time in seconds, or with the frame count of the sequence. I can reverse this change in the marks, but I don't want to do this now. I prefer to work with the full setting. I know, for example, that I'm in frame 39, at the first time mark, where we lit the first light of the scene. What we can do? Look, now I'm at a stage in the process when I need to validate my decisions and properly manage each project scenes. I still have lots of listen issues. I'm going to hide my hangar. I will take the background reference, which I don't need anymore. And I also don't want construction's camera in the final scene. I will delete. There were things left to delete. Delete again. This is not help me. Let me one more time. What I need to do? I may collapse some objects because I don't need construction history anymore. I will rename the objects I collapsed. Signal floor 1, Ctrl C, signal floor 2, signal floor 3. The objects are in the wrong place on my list. They should be part of the hangar. I can clean the thing by applying a remove empty layer. The turbine, for example, continues with more elements. It's good to work with management by the list as well. This allows me to be alone with the hangar. Very well. To save calculation on the model, I did not put multiple lights in the scene. I just switched the place light frame by frame. I can activate the auto key and mark each position of the light in each of the frames. Then I will put each of these marks in their respective time marks. But it is not important at the moment. The most important thing at the moment is to do a trick. I will turn off the animation. This is the first time that I make such a complex planning, because there are many scenes with a predefined script. I have to come to the conclusion that to facilitate my work, am I just with the hangar on this model? To make my job easier, I will set 3 different scenes. Initial scene, where I have the animation of the slide. The other set would be used in all other takes. Where the light is in the final position, nothing happens to the hangar. And I have a final scene, where the ship will take off from the hangar. The scene is this, which is still animatic. The model of the ship is the previous one, and there are no animated objects in the scene. But it works very well for me to understand what it takes to animate, to have the hangar opened. This is a trick I use a lot. In Cinema 4D, I can work with multiple simultaneous scenes. In 3ds Max, I can only this if I activate the software again, if the computer can handle the calculation. I will have saved the first scene as scene 1. Close scene 1 hangar. I will delete this camera later. I will apply import merge camera 1. It seems confused, and it is. I will select the camera to activate in the preview window. And here's my first scene. But the time of light are wrong. In After Effects, I see that the first frame is in position 123. I will set the animation 3ds Max to 123 frames too. I'm going into perspective view to understand what I'm doing. I'm going to turn the scene into a 300 frame scene. And I will do my trick. Import, merge. From the final animatic scene, I get the final camera and the hangar. I will delete the previous object, but I will use the material to this scene. What will happen? I'm going to have the preview of the hangar opening the roof. This will be my final animated scene. And I can save as scene 14. I know through the project and the After Effects that this will be the final scene of the project. See you on the next.
Tá piorando. It's founding.
Se você gostou, não esquece da gente. A gente precisa da sua participação para continuar por aqui. Ensino gratuito de tecnologia, eu abraço essa causa. Abraço você também.